welcome to day 30 of 30 Days of Connection. It's our last day together and I am so proud of you, whether you managed to join me for all 30 days or whether you've dipped in and out and done just a couple of days. I wanted to say well done. I'm really proud of you and I hope that I have shared some tools to help you connect with yourself. I hope I've managed to show you ways in which you can combat those feelings of anxiety when they threaten to take hold. And I hope that by creating this little journal of things that help you connect to yourself, you've got something tangible that you can take away with you and you can refer back to whenever you're feeling that sense of disconnect. I know there are some people in the group that were brand new to yoga, and I know there were people in the group that have been practicing yoga for a really long time. And for me, it's one of the challenges that I faced is delivering things that are going to appeal to everybody. But I think when you strip it all back to basics, we're all here for the same reason. And I think that by just taking that time each day to breathe, notice, and connect, it will help you to live a more peaceful and meaningful life. So going forward, I would say I encourage you to keep referring back to your notebook with those lists of all of the things that shape who you are as a beautiful human being. And obviously, as a yoga teacher and as somebody who is so passionate about a yogic lifestyle, I would definitely recommend you take time to move your body in a way that feels good regularly and to take time for those deep, conscious breaths. You know, that intentional breathing where we are accessing our parasympathetic nervous system and we are accessing our body's ability to rest and feel calm. So today we are going to simply move and breathe. I am going to take you through a shortened version of my home practice, and there's no right or wrong. I simply want you to pay attention to how your body is feeling and to breathing those long, conscious, deep breaths. I want you to think about allowing the breath to really inspire the movement and the movement to really inspire your breath. I'm not going to start the class by grounding us seated today, so if you want to pause the video and just take a few moments to connect and to ground and to breathe, then go ahead. And at the end we'll come into Shavasana, corpse pose, and that's where I'll leave you. But I highly recommend that you take 5 to 10 minutes to have some deep rest at the end, just to allow everything to settle. So we'll begin standing up at the top of our mats, Tadasana, mountain pose. So bringing the feet down underneath the hips, lift all 10 of your toes, spread them out wide, and ground down through the mound of the big toe. Really press it into the earth. Feel your roots spreading. Releasing the toes, feel the activation of the inner arch in the foot. Lift through your kneecaps and just draw your navel in towards your spine. Tuck the tailbone ever so slightly and allow the palms to fall out facing the front of your mat. Relax your shoulders and just tuck your chin into your chest ever so slightly to lengthen the back of the neck. Close your eyes. Keeping the lips lightly pressed together, begin to direct the breath down into the belly. And maybe start to cultivate a more fiery breath. Call this Ujjayi breath, where you're making a sound like the sound of an ocean wave as the breath moves in and out through your nostrils. And it's that breath, that fiery breath, that's going to start to warm the body from the inside. Soften your jaw and soften the space in between your eyebrows. opening your eyes. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Palms come to touch. And as you exhale, bring the hands down together in Anjali Mudra, prayer position at the heart center. Press the hands together and start to rub. We've been here before, you know where we're going. Just start to rub the hands together. Feel the energy that you're creating in between your hands. Good, keep going, keep breathing, don't hold your breath while you do this. Smile. Good, go a little bit harder. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop and place both hands over your heart center. Close your eyes. Notice how you feel. And yes, I do this every day. Good. Open your eyes, release your arms. Inhale, reach up, gaze at thumbs. Exhale, dive forwards, bend into the knees, soften, crown of the head comes down. Good. As you breathe in, bring the hands onto the shins, flat back. Breathing out, fold, plant the palms. Step the right foot back, step the left foot back, high plank. You can lower your knees first here if you want to, otherwise slowly bring yourself down onto the earth. As you breathe in, we're going to come into a full cobra. So notice how my elbows stay a little bit bent and my shoulders are down away from my ears. I'm pointing my toes and I'm lifting through my heart center. Exhale, release. From here, zip that navel in, so lift it in and up, and then press into your hands, lift into your high plank, and then lift your hips, downward facing dog. When you get here, turn your big toes in slightly, so you get an internal rotation of the thighs, and then start to squeeze your upper arms towards one another so that they externally rotate. Good, bend your knees, reach your sitting bones high up to the ceiling, and then straighten into the backs of the legs. You can take 2 big steps to the top of the mat or bring the feet together, bend the knees, and on your in-breath, hop to the top, nice and light. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. And then inhale, sweep the arms out to come up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. You can step or hop back to plank. We're going to lower all the way down onto the belly. And then pressing into the hands, coming up into that cobra position. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, press into the hands, fire up through the belly, lift to plank. And then lift the hips, downward facing dog. Good. Take a big breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Big breath in, right leg lifts, dial the toes down, and then bend into the knee. Good. Look forwards, come up high onto those left toes, and then bring the right knee to nose, squeeze and lift, and then step it through in between the hands. Lower the back knee down. Good, so tuck my t-shirt back in. From here, lift onto the tips of the fingers, lift through the heart center, and then a big breath in inspires this lift into Anjali Asana. Draw the front ribs in and extend up through the fingertips. Good, we're here for 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and then we inhale. On the exhale, bring the hands down. Plant the palms, lift off that back knee and step back plank pose. From here you can lower your knees first, or we're going to come through a chaturanga. So bring the weight forwards onto the cliff edge of the toes. Hover the body down halfway. Roll over the toes, lift the chest, lift the thighs. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in, left leg lifts. Bend into that knee. Look forwards, come up high onto the right toes. Squeeze the left knee into the nose and then plant the foot down in between the hands. Lower the back knees, lift onto the fingertips, lift through heart center. Big breath in, Anjali-asana. Lift through the front ribs. And then 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep lifting up, inhale. And on the exhale, bring the hands down, plant the palms, lift off that back knee. Take a step back to plank and we move through another vinyasa. So let's take an easy vinyasa, lower the knees. Untuck the toes, bring the chest down. Big breath into your baby cobra and exhale to release. Tuck your toes, sit bones to heels. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Right leg lifts up. Bend into the knee. Come up high onto the left toes, look forwards. Then knee to nose, plant the foot, and then we rise up into a high lunge, crescent lunge. So you can bend into that back knee a little bit, tuck the tailbone under, press firmly down into that front foot. So this position is really strengthening those muscles we use for our stride. So if you're a runner, this is a great position to be in here. Pressing firmly down, reaching up, take a big breath in. On the exhale, we ground the back foot, bring the arms down to shoulder height, warrior 2. Send the gaze forwards. Soften through the arms, soften through the toes. 3 breaths, inhale. Exhale, lunge a bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale, maybe a bit deeper. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Flip your front palm. As you breathe in, left hand comes down to the left thigh, right arm lifts. Reverse warrior. Good. Lengthening that whole right side of the body. You can look up or you can look down at your back foot, whatever feels good for your neck. Let's take one more breath here. And then exhale, warrior 2. Good. Inhale. And then exhale, bring the hands down, step it back, plank. Lower the knees, untuck the toes. This time, bring the shoulders down halfway. Release the hips to the floor and lift into your cobra. Gauging through the glutes, pointing the toes, active legs. Good, lift the hips, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, bend into that knee. Come up high onto the toes. And then bring the knee to nose. Plant the foot. Inhale, we rise up, crescent lunge. Bending a little into that back knee, drawing those front ribs in and extending up through the fingertips. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And on the exhale, find your warrior 2. Good. So arms should be at shoulder height. Feel the expansion through the chest and send the gaze forward. 3 breaths, inhale. Exhale, lunge. Inhale. Exhale, maybe a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Flip the front palm. Big breath in, reach up, reverse warrior. So we don't need to crank into the low back here. We're lengthening through the left side body. Good. Keep that nice deep bend in the front knee. Take a big breath in. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down. Plank pose. So you can move through whichever vinyasa option feels good for you. I'm going to go through chaturanga, so coming forwards on the toes. Hover down. Over the toes, lift the chest, lift the thighs. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Big breath in, right leg lifts. Exhale, bend the knee. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, we bring it through to the nose, step it forwards. Rise up, high lunge as you breathe in. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, warrior 2. Straightening the front leg now, maybe heel toe that back foot in. We're going to send the left hip back, right arm forwards, and then reach right hand to shin, left hand goes high. Trikonasana triangle pose. Good. So you keep trying to find your center here. Don't lean forwards or back. Keep drawing that left hip back and squeezing those inner thighs together. Good. You can look up at your lifted hand, or if you feel wobbly, look down at your front foot. Good. Take a big breath in and out. Draw your navel in towards your spine. We're going to lift up, warrior two. Take a big breath in and then exhale, release. Step back, plank, vinyasa. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left leg lifts, bend into the knee. Good, step it forwards, knee to nose. Plant it down and rise up. Exhale. Sorry, my head's on a warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten the front leg, heel toe the back foot in. Good, squeeze those inner thighs together. So you want to think about dragging the feet towards one another, squeezing the inner thighs together, reach it forwards, and then release left hand down, right hand up. So the more length that you find through the side body there, the deeper and more kind of stable you'll find your Trikonasana. Good. So looking up if that feels okay, or looking down. Keep drawing that right hip back and squeezing the inner thighs together. One more breath here. And out. Navel to spine, lift up, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, release. Plank pose. Take a vinyasa. Lower down. Lift into cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Come to your knees. Big toes to touch, knees go wide. Sink the hips back, child's pose. A few breaths here just to reset. Just notice how you feel. Good. And then from here, come back, downward dog. Now we're going to send the right leg up, bend into the knee. This time we're going to step it to the outside of the right foot. Come down onto that left knee. This is lizard lunge. So one of the things I've learned about doing these videos is the need to dress appropriately, not wearing big baggy t-shirts, and hair and makeup's usually a good idea. Right, lizard. So bring the hands down underneath the shoulders. Make sure the toes are spilling off the mat. Heel stays on. So the toes are kind of pointing towards the corner of the room here. Good. So from here, let's just settle in. So you want to be firm in the core. And this might feel like enough for you, but what I'm going to do is tuck my back toes under and lift my back knee off. From here, I'm going to take some circles with my hips. So I'm going one way, and I'm going the other way. Good. Now I'm going to test my balance a little bit more with a bind. So you want to press that right knee into the right upper arm, and then reach the right arm underneath the thigh. As you start to lean into it, you need to really use that counterbalance to then lift the left arm up and around, taking a bind. Good. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, release. Good. From here, we're going to step back to downward dog. Pedal out the feet. And then lift that left leg up, bend into the knee. Good, bring it to the outside of the left foot. lower the right knee down. So remember, your lizard lunge can just be here. I'm offering these as options, they're not compulsory. So if you want to stay here, you settle in here, draw the navel towards the spine, keep the hands down under the shoulders and really press into the top of that right foot. So we're working now into the left hip. Option to tuck the back toes under, lift that back knee, finding a slightly deeper lizard. So a more active lizard. Good. So you can stay here, or option, we'll find that bind on the left side. Wherever you are, we're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more, inhale, exhale, release, plant the palms, step back, downward facing dog, and then come to your knees and find your child's pose. So just coming back to the breath. Evening it out nice and long. Good, now I'm going to take 3 cleansing breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Good. So from here, we're just going to sit ourselves up so that we're kneeling. And then we're going to just separate the heels away from the bum and just bring the bum down in between. So this is a hero pose variation. Any pain in your knees here, don't do it. You can just skip this, come back to kneeling or just sitting. Sit up nice and tall and just bring the hands down behind the body. Open and lift through the heart center. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, drawing the shoulder blades together. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale, sit up tall. Good. Pressing into the hands. We're going to bring the knees back together. And then come up onto the knees. Finding puppy pose. So, hips over knees, arms walk forward, heart center melts down towards the earth. Tilting the pelvis. Reaching those hands forwards. So we're getting into the shoulders here. You want to take it deeper, bring the chin down, send the gaze forwards. Slowly slide forwards into Sphinx pose. So, legs go wide. Point the toes, engage through the legs. Elbows under shoulders, shoulders away from ears. Flexing through the fingers here, so spreading through the fingers. And then dragging the mat back towards you so that you feel the upper arm bone, the chest, so that you feel the chest expanding through the upper arm bones. Keep the neck long. Good. We're going to do 3 lion's breath here. So close your eyes, inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, stick out your tongue, and fiery, let it go. Inhale. Exhale, lion's breath. Inhale. And exhale, lion's breath. Good. Gently bring the forehead down. Make a pillow for your cheek with your arms. And if you felt a bit self-conscious doing that, no one can see you. I'm doing this on YouTube. just turn the other cheek down. Good. Bring the legs together. Place the chin onto the earth and bring the hands down by your sides. Engage through your legs, so zip them up, switch on the muscles, and then float the legs up off the earth. Float the chin and the shoulders, and the arms are coming up with you. This is locust pose. Be very mindful of your back. Keep breathing, and any kind of discomfort in the low back, just come out of it. So this is really strengthening the spine. Good. We're going to raise the right leg a little higher, lift the left leg up to meet it. Inhale, and then exhale. Release. Make that pillow for the head. Wiggle out through the hips. And then turn the other cheek down. Good. So now bring the hands down underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under. We're going to power up through plank. Lift to downward facing dog. From here, you're going to step your right foot halfway up the mat, straighten into that leg. Bring the left leg so it's slightly wider, and then walk the hands all the way up the leg, coming into pyramid pose. Interlace the fingers behind your back, draw the arms away from the body. Inhale, puff out your chest, exhale, fold forward. So keep drawing that left hip forward, right hip back. Find a flat back here, keep breathing. And then release the hands to the earth and fold forwards, chin towards shin. Inhale, we're going to find that flat back. So when I say lift and lengthen, you can either lift onto your fingertips or just bring the hands up onto the shin, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bow. One more time. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bow. Plant the palms on the earth just in front of the foot. And then we're going to extend the left leg up, standing splits. Good work. Keep breathing. Maybe you want to challenge your balance. Bring one hand around the ankle. Maybe bring both hands around the ankle. Good work. Release the hands. Release the left leg down. From here, revolve triangle pose. Left hand to the outside of the right ankle. Reach that right hand up. So you're in a nice deep twist here. So keep those hips nice and square. Lift through the heart center. One more breath in. And then exhale, release. Plant the palms, step back. Downward facing. Good. Just stretch it out here, shake it off. Left leg lifts. Step it halfway up the mat. Take the right foot out a bit wider. And then walk the hands up the leg. Down t-shirt. Good. Just keeping it real here, you know. Interlace the fingers behind the back. And again, inhale, puff out the chest. Exhale, bow. Find that length, that flat back. And then release the hands. And you know the score now. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow, chin to shin. Plant the palms, lift that right leg up, standing splits. So keep pushing the mat away from you with your fingertips. And keep dialing those toes down. Maybe testing your balance. Good. One more breath in. And then exhale, step it back down. So now bringing that right hand to the outside of the left foot. Big breath in, reach the left hand up, revolve triangle. Keep breathing. Nice deep twist in the waist. Keep drawing the left hip back, right hip forwards. And release. Plant the palms. Step it back, downward facing dog. In through the nose. Out through the mouth and come to your knees. Good, well done. So from here, I'm just going to take a seated forward fold, and then we'll come down onto our backs and start making our way into Shavasana. So let's come to Dandasana, staff pose. Extending the legs out in front of you, flex through the feet. Take a big breath in, reach the arms up, and as you breathe out, fold forwards. So really focus on the breath here, lengthening through the spine, leading with the heart center. And noticing now what your mind is doing. Noticing if the mind starts to take flight, and if it does, just gently redirecting your focus back to your breath. Stay with the breath. Just take what you need from this stretch. You know, you might be here. You might be here. You might even be here. That's fine. Taking what you need. No rights or wrongs today. There just is what there is. Good. One more big breath in. And as you breathe out, just let it all go. Gently walk the hands back up, come up to sitting. Pop a bend into the knees. Reach your arms forwards. And then just nice and slowly, mindfully transitioning down onto your back. Good. When you get there, hug your knees into your chest and have a little rock from side to side. Release your arms to shoulder height, but keep those knees in at the chest and let them drop to the left side. Focus on the breath. Come back to center. Drop them to the right. So we went left there first, just so that we help to stimulate the digestive system. And these twists are also great for really strengthening the muscles along the spine, the back. Try and keep both shoulder blades on the earth. And don't feel like you have to crank into your neck either, just keep it nice and soft. Good, slowly come back to center. And then from here, extend your legs out, take up space. Nice wide legs, wide arms like a starfish. Turn the palms up and just begin to settle and ground. I want you to go ahead and turn the corners of your mouth up towards your ears and just smile. Smiling in acknowledgement of yourself. Acknowledging yourself, acknowledging your body, for all the amazing things that it's able to do for you. And then smiling to just acknowledge every other person in the world currently laying on their yoga mats at the end of a practice. We're all connected. We are all a drop in the ocean of humanity, and we all have the same potential for greatness. So I want want to remind you that you are perfect just as you are. And that it's really good to have goals and aspirations, but that you need to know who you are right now, and you need to make peace with that so that you can enjoy the journey with yourself. Love who you are. Be exactly who you are. Because that, my friends, is freedom. So I'm going to leave you here in your Shavasana, but for the final time on this journey, I say to you that the light in me honours the light in you, and I wish you love and health and peace and happiness. And I say to you,